letting her know just every day that she's going to be a big sister and how she's going to be great at it.
It's Yuntaku time with Akko and Tamo.
What does Yuntaku mean? It's an Okinawan word from the islands of Okinawa, which means chit-chat. We want to invite you to our kitchen table and include you in our chit-chat to explore new ways of thinking, to welcome different perspectives,
and we want to share ideas on how to love yourself, love your partner, and shower your children with love.
This is episode 28.
And the topic of the day is how we prepared our daughter for our second child.
Before we get started, please take a quick moment to subscribe to our show.
Now let's get back to our recent happenings.
Yeah, so today was one of those days that turned into one of those days. Yeah, it was a really tough day. I had a lot of work to do, and then our daughter was really acting up today. It was really tough.
She was very sensitive.
Yeah, and one moment she's really happy and screaming, and then another moment she's crying and screaming.
Yeah,
and
she's just having a meltdown.
Oh, yeah.
And it was hard to even console.
Right.
Well, Mama couldn't console her.
Yeah.
I think you were the only one that could, but you were busy.
Yeah, exactly. And that's usually interesting because she usually goes to Mama for any like discomfort when it comes to kind of more emotional and pain. And then she comes to Dad at the play, right?
Yeah.
Oh, pick me up and like run with me and whatnot. But yeah, today she wasn't able to be consoled by you, which is weird.
Yeah, she
and
just
then,
couldn't.
Yeah. So, I'm working in my office and then I hear all this screaming and commotion coming from her. And I'm like, okay, well, I can't really do work like this. I can't have her just, screaming and crying. I go out and see what's happening. And then, yeah, she was that continued.
Yeah, for pretty much the whole day.
Yeah,
I want to say.
It was
tough.
Yeah. And on top of that, what happened was we had a sewage issue. Drain pipes were clogged because we have roots growing in it. So to go out and emergency unclog the drain, we have a really good tool for that. And that made the job so much easier. So for all those do-it-yourselfers, yeah, when it comes to tools, having a good tool really makes the difference. So spend that extra bit to get something that really works well. But what I wanted to kind of share is it was a tough day. It was a really tough day, but even in these situations, through frustration or even if you're feeling frustration, there's a lot of learning we can do personally. And for me, even through the frustration, introspecting, understanding that I was getting frustrated and just really feeling into frustration without being judgmental about it, being okay that, hey, we're all human. We do get frustrated. It's fine. And just working through that. And so the difficult day that was today, I feel like I was able to get to know myself that much better. So for those who are listening, if you had a tough day today, I completely empathize with you and know that, hey, good days are coming and we can learn a lot from these tough days. All right, so now let's go into the topic of the day, how we prepared our daughter for our second child. So she's going to be a big sister, right?
Yep. And so one of the things, or a few of the things that we're doing is we are continually letting her know that baby's coming, like this is baby, from pretty much the get-go. I mean, ever since I started maybe showing a little bit more. And
so you've been pointing to the belly, right?
Yeah. And then she totally gets it. She's always saying baby, and pointing, just giving kisses to the belly and whatnot. So I think she's fully aware that there's something going on in my belly. There's something there. And it's a baby. I'm not sure if she fully correlates it with like a baby.
Right.
Like a baby. And so because of that, we bought some books so that we could help her understand, have her visualize like what's in the stomach is this baby over here. And that she's going to be a big sister and she's not going to be the only one. But she seems to really like those books. It's really interesting. She always brings it to me for me to read it to her.
Yeah, that's great. In regards to the book, we'll be linking it on our website at akkoandtamo.com. So for the show notes under episode 28 for those.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So these books are really simple. Not a lot of words. Some have a little bit more words, but I mean, you just really need to know the basics.
Right. It's more illustrations, isn't it?
Exactly. And then, you just tell her like, okay, baby can't move a lot when they're born. They cry. It's more of a reminder for her to know that they can't play with her right away. And also, it's a big step for her, but it's going to be a great step for her. Yeah. And she kind of did this on her own, but she has stuffed animals that she kind of wipes or feeds. It's interesting. I know some people taught their first child to take care of the stuffed animal, but our daughter just kind of did it all on her own. Like, she just likes to feed them. She likes to take care of them.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Yeah. So, and then she does she wipes them. It's really cute.
Yeah, she pulls out the wet wipes and wipes them and then tries to feed them food, right?
Yeah.
When she's eating.
Yeah. So she kind of prepared herself for that, but that's something that you can do if your little one or if your firstborn is not doing that. You can kind of use stuffed animals to help them understand and help them prepare.
And also, she's been actually feeding us during mealtime. So when we're having a meal, she naturally likes to feed us, right? So she'll take her fork or a spoon and then scoop the food and then tries to feed us. So we're okay with that. And then we have her practice that, right?
Yep.
And so in a sense, practicing to become an older sister. And so I always joke around that our second child is going to be quite well fed because she's so good at eating. We'll probably have to let her know, hey, okay,
that's
baby
enough
had
now.
enough. Yeah. Especially in the beginning, the baby won't be able to eat solid foods. So
Exactly.
we really have to let her know. But she's been practicing with us too.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, those are some of the stuff that we've been doing, and it seems to be helping. So we'll give you an update once the baby's here and see how she does with the baby. Yeah.
So for the question of the day, what have you done to teach your child to become an older brother or sister? And for those who are having their second child, what kind of questions do you have? We'd love to hear from you.
Please come and say hi on our new website by going to akkoandtamo.com. That's AKKOANDTAMO.com. All right.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.